story that we brought you last night, and now a second possible victim.
He basically locked her inside of his car, drove her to a secluded location.
The woman got in Stewart's black Ford Explorer, but couldn't get out because the door locks were rigged, and that's not all.
Received a call from the car. The female received potential victim.
When the incident of the arrest happened, I had no idea what they were talking about. And he said, well, you're being charged with rape. And I said, rape? And I'm devastated because now my bill is $2 million and I got 2 charges. I'm never going home.
Not my son. They must have mistaken, got the wrong person. It just wasn't true. And then I get phone calls. Turn it on Channel 2 News. We turn it on news. Here's my...
We get our first look at Corey Stewart in court today. He's the man police call a South Bay serial rapist. Stewart is charged with raping 2 women, including an 11-year-old who was being trafficked as a prostitute at the time. We dug further and learned charges are pending on a 3rd victim, and detectives are certain there are more.
My lawyer at the time whispers to me, it's all bad for you. The media's got you. And I said, but you're my lawyer. How could you be saying this to me? Why didn't you protect me?
Fortunately, we researched it and it went to the Shouse Law Group. I started reading the whole website. I thought, oh my God, these guys are for real. It's professional.
And that victory that day, I was so happy. The work that they did, no one else would have done. I know that because of Shouse Law Firm, I have a second chance at life.
And I pray that the whole world sees this. They see that there are people out there that care. There is a law firm out there that will help you, that will help you.
We, the jury, find the defendant not guilty.
I'm attorney Neil Shouse. As a former deputy district attorney, I prosecuted literally thousands of criminal cases, everything from simple misdemeanors to high-profile murders. And I can tell you this, when the DAs go to file a criminal case, they have a very narrow, very limited perspective on the evidence. They only see what's in the police reports. Usually that means they're only going to know what the cops have to say, what the accusers have to say, but there's always more to the story. There's your side of the story.
That's where we come in. At Shouse Law Group, it's our job to intervene from the start. To go to the DA and say, hey, there's a whole nother side of the story. You don't have the slam dunk case that the cops are telling you that you have. You better think twice about filing these charges, because you won't be able to prove your case at the end of the day.
If we get hired on your case early enough, then we may be able to investigate and go to the DA before they even have time to file the charges. Sometimes we can convince the DA not to file charges at all, or file lesser charges than they otherwise would have. We can present your side of the story.
A lot of criminal defense lawyers in California are either sole practitioners or 2-person shops. But here at Shouse Law Group, we are designed to run a team approach. We really are a law group of criminal defense lawyers, private investigators, and expert witnesses. We spend a lot of time sitting around a table, sharing ideas, collaborating, brainstorming, and playing devil's advocate. This team approach allows us to come up with creative legal strategies. It's a real synergy that makes us all more effective than any of us would be alone.
Criminal cases move fast. Often, an individual is arrested and a prosecutor has to determine within 1 day whether or not to file criminal charges. Oftentimes, we have to make the decision whether or not to work up a case or take it to trial within 30 days. If an attorney sits around and procrastinates, then the DA gets ahead of them. And soon enough, time's up. It's too late to be effective.
Here at Shouse Law Group, We know we have no time to wait. We have to be proactive. We have to act quickly. We can't get started on day 4 or day 5 or even day 20. We have to get started on day 1.
I was a cop for over 13 years. I worked every assignment you could as a police officer, from traffic, street patrol, special investigations, and internal affairs. And the simple truth is this: when you're the focus of a police investigation, the cops are not your friend. Once the cops target you as a suspect in their case, it's like they have blinders on. They only want to build a case against you. They are only looking for evidence that will help convict you and put you away. Here at Shouse Law Group, we not only defend you in court, we investigate the case from your side. We pull surveillance tapes. We canvass neighborhoods for helpful witnesses. We subpoena records and dig up dirt on the accusers. We pull the personnel records of the cops. Very often, there is evidence out there that can help you win your case. We go out there and find it.
Accessibility is not just about good customer service. It actually helps us do our jobs better. Our clients are our best resource in defending a case. You were there. You know the players in the case. You have the knowledge about the witnesses and the evidence that no one else has. We need to hear from you. We need you to be part of the process.
We know that people make false accusations. We know that witnesses can be mistaken. We know that police do sloppy investigations. Sometimes they outright lie. And they're very quick to arrest people without gathering all the facts. We know that prosecutors are overzealous and they often file charges that they should not. The system is not fair. The deck is always stacked against the accused. But here at Shouse Law Group, that's where we come in. If we represent you, we're going to get in your corner and help you fight back.